All right. Chapter 4, page 81. Of compounds or mixed bodies, in what manner they relate to the elements, and how the elements relate to the soul, senses, and dispositions of men. The next in order after the four simple elements are the four kinds of perfect bodies compounded of them, viz., metals, stones, plants, and animals. And although in the generation of each of these, all the elements combined together in the compositions, yet every one of them follows and resembles one of the elements which is most predominant. For all stones, being earthy, are naturally heavy and are so hardened with a dryness that they cannot be melted. But metals are watery and may be melted, which naturalists and chemists find to be true, viz., that they are composed or generated of a viscous water or watery argon. 5. Plants have such an affinity with the air that unless they are out in it and receive its benefits, they neither flourish nor increase. So also animals, as the poet finally expresses it, have in their natures a most fiery force and also spring from a celestial source. And fire is so natural to them that, being extinguished, they soon die. Now, amongst stones, those that are dark and heavy are called earthy, those which are transparent of the watery element and crystal beryl and pearls, those which swim upon the water and are spongious as the pumice stone, sponge, and sophis are called airy, and those are attributed to the element of fire, out of which fire is extracted, or which are resolved into fire, as thunderstones, firestones, asbestos. Also, amongst metals, lead and silver are earthy, quicksilver is watery, copper and tin airy, gold and iron fiery. In plants also, the roots resemble earth, the leaves, water, flowers, the air, and seed, the fire, by reason of their multiplying spirit. Besides, some are hot, some cold, some moist, others dry, borrowing their names from the qualities of the elements. Amongst animals also, some are, in comparison of others, earthy, because they live in the very bowels of the earth, as worms, moles, and many other reptiles. Others watery, as cyst. What is that one? Fish. Jesus. Others watery, as fish. Others which always abide in the air, therefore airy. Others again fiery, as salamanders, crickets, and such are of a fiery heat, as pigeons, ostriches, eagles, lions, panthers, etc., etc. Damn. Now, in animals, the bones resemble earth, vital spirit, the fire, flesh, the air, and humors, the water. And these humors also resemble the elements, viz., yellow color, the fire, the blood, the air, phlegm, the water, and black color or melancholy, the earth. And lastly, in the soul itself, the understanding resembles the fire, reason, the air, imagination, the water, and the senses, the earth. And these senses again are divided amongst themselves according to the elements. For the sight is fiery, because it cannot perceive without the help of fire and light. The hearing is airy, for a sound is made by the striking of the air. The smell and taste resemble water, without the moisture of which there is neither smell nor taste. And lastly, the feeling is wholly earthly, because it takes gross bodies for its object. The actions also and operations of man are governed by the elements, for the earth signifies a slow and firm motion, the water, fearfulness, sluggardness, and remissiveness. No? Is that remissiveness? Yeah, remissiveness in working. Air signifies cheerfulness and an amiable disposition, but fire a fierce, working, quick, susceptible disposition. The elements are for the first and original matter of all things, and all things are of and according to them, and they in and through all things diffuse their virtues. Baby steps, people. I'm learning as I go.